We're not live yet. I don't see me. I still see her there. I do in the right to say
Who does that though?
that. Huh? Oh, here I go. Okay.
I can cut that off.
Are we live?
Yes,
Yeah, we are.
girl, you go
Welcome
ahead and.
back to the AD Uncensored Dinner Club.
I ain't got nobody for dinner tonight.
We don't have anybody for dinner tonight. Today we are tuning in to the meeting.
Girl, you go
Welcome
ahead
back
and.
to AD
I know this
Oops,
motherfucker was
oops, I
something.
forgot about that. I keep see I be listening to my music because I be the first one here all the time because I be early and I forgot to do that. Did you push that middle button and turn it off so it won't kick back on again? Okay, good. That's good. But I didn't hear it go off though.
How's
Hey,
everybody doing today?
share everywhere. Good evening, Mayor. It's so wonderful for you to have joined us this evening. Shouts out to A10 News Media Group and the best producer in the world, Mickey Jordan. We wouldn't be where we are without him. And we want to thank him for all his hard work and dedication. He's just so dedicated to everything. The man, the man wears so many hats, and he just tries his best to do whatever he can for everybody, don't he? Adrian?
Yes, he does.
He's
Every
just
day. Every day.
he's just so good, and
Right.
we just thank God to have someone as good as me.
I don't know if I want to cuss you out right now with that. Yo, y'all, one time y'all beat me here, man. Just get to work.
Listen, this one
I beat
time,
everybody here.
this the one, this the one. Wait a
That's
minute.
why when you said you beat everybody here,
This was the
wow.
first time Adrian ever beat somebody here.
I was here an hour ago.
Wow.
Was you?
I was check on the phone.
Dang, you sure was.
Anyways,
Well, I checked in. with
what's
you,
new,
though.
guys? What's new? What are we talking about today? What's going on? Somebody,
Listen, can I ask the question first?
what do you have? Oh, I was asking them what do they want to talk
Well,
about.
wait a minute, because I know like people sometimes pop in and out, and I know the mayor is so very busy and she might have other things to do. But I see something right here that says save the date for Saturday, April 8th, 2023. The water remembers from 3 to 5 at the McCree Theater, 4601 Clio Road. If anyone does not know where that is, and it's free to the public.
Yeah, I was
So
just gonna say free to the public. So save the date.
save the date.
Saturday, April 8th,
So
2023.
yeah, what do you know? Like,
With the sister tour.
what
Shout
they
out to
gonna be
them.
doing?
Well, I don't know. That's what you have to come to see.
Oh, so it's a surprise.
It is.
Okay,
But you are in for a great surprise. if
a
you
great
do come out. Oh
surprise.
yeah, oh yeah. I've
Okay.
only heard great things about it. I was not there to um, witness the first one that people traveled to go see, but I heard all great things. I mean, people were texting me the next day like, "Hey, listen,
Well,
did
there's
you
somewhere
know?"
else here. It's like a
No,
performance.
this was I think I don't know if it was in the lands. They went somewhere else.
Ann Arbor.
Ann
Okay.
Arbor.
That's
And
what I
I-
went to with you.
Oh,
Okay.
see, woman.
So what happens? Like,
Beautiful.
what do they do? So we can tell the people.
It was a play about the water and everything.
Okay, so it's a
About
play.
the poison, how Flint is poison water. I mean, you have to go see it. Me trying to just tell you because it was like a month ago, but it was excellent. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, so it's an excellent play about the water.
Flint, I'm talking about
Flint. Flint water. Yeah, of course, we're not going to see about the Nile River. I mean, duh. So yeah. Listen, we gotta have a little fun. But yeah,
And
don't forget.
It's by some of the Flint's own.
Flint's on.
Yes.
Flint's on who?
I'm not sure. I just said I wasn't there.
Don't you got the flyer?
I can't stand you.
But it doesn't say that.
It say
I
the
know.
sister
So
tours.
this is yeah.
I
the sister tour.
know.
So
Big
I know
Juicy,
two
the
of them
comedian. I
because
know Big Juicy, the comedian.
Big Juicy.
oh yeah.
comedian.
Okay. Okay. So I know Shay.
Yep,
Shay and Amber.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. So Shay, she used Amber too. First off, so they were older than me, and they used to. This is how I met them. They came in. Amber came in, and she was sitting on the side.
Amber Hassan.
Yeah, Amber Hassan. Yeah, I knew that. Amber came
What's up, Ashley? Hey, Miss
she
Gloria.
came in. I'm
Mr.
not
Martin,
thinking
Tony.
she had her kids with her and everything. I'm not thinking that she was about to get out here and hoop because she was like
Shake
not
Hobbs.
not dressed for it, right?
Mhm.
She came out there and whooped our ass. Okay,
Who?
Amber Hassan. She can hoop.
Oh, I thought you was talking about at the play. I was like, damn, when did this happen?
No, she can hoop. That girl can play.
Uh,
I don't care. Listen, she doesn't have to be. She will hoop in anything. Listen, Amber came out there.
all through her legs and stuff like Jordan. Boom, swish.
You better believe it. This is not a
Okay,
game.
okay.
This is not a game. She came in just like that.
Okay.
No, but it was good. Shay, she was my coach.
Okay.
She was actually a really good coach too. Got me in real good shape.
Okay. Cool.
Kind of mad she went over to volleyball instead of basketball, but that's okay. That's for another day.
Well, you could.
We should have brought him on.
Who?
Shay and Amber, and we could have brought Big Juicy.
Well, we still got time. The play is not till Saturday,
Oh, yeah.
April 8th, 2023,
From 3 to 5.
at the McCree Theaters called
Free
The
to
Water
the public.
Remembers. Yeah, free.
The water remembers.
I mean, so let's pack the place, and support.
Support.
That's all.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So we sitting here and we were kind of watching the Eric May. I
The
mean,
Flint City
Flint
Council.
City Council all the time and stuff like to say the Eric May show. Eric, he flossing in his shirt right now. That they made for him. That's a nice shirt right there. I like Eric's shirt. But he's doing good. He's talking with sense so far. He's been calm. He ain't gave him no show or nothing. But one thing that Eric's gonna do, since they changed the rules, he didn't already let them know. He said, I'm gonna put it on the floor. I'm letting y'all know right now that I done read this book twice. And I'm gonna get y'all things. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
He warned them.
Oh, he said he was gonna get him?
He said, just don't be mad when I use y'all stuff against y'all, because they did this before.
Mm-hmm.
My mom always said if you dig one ditch, you gotta dig two.
For sure.
So they tried to get him last time, and then what they say when you call it point and order, all cease and must stop. That's where he get all of that from the last rules. And then one time somebody kept talking and they had to get put out. They were so mad. I was like, you used y'all shit against y'all, but I just hope they knew what they was doing. I didn't find out until today. Hey, Alexa. And I didn't find out until today that they didn't adopt the 10 o'clock rule, because I thought everybody was just gonna get up and walk out at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But they said number 8 stopped that.
Okay.
Dennis the Menace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he stopped that.
So what are they talking about in the council meeting?
You know what? Clearly, I have no idea what's going on. They just got out of executive session. Before that, I think as far as they got was to agenda changes. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the farthest that they got was agenda changes. I know we're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna come back that's gonna watch our show. We thank the people that's here rolling with us right now.
Forth, right.
Hey, we don't care if it's one person on here. We're gonna give y'all what y'all came for, and that was an uncensored AD show. That's what my girl gonna do. So AD, what's going on in your world?
Well, like what?
That's
So many things we can talk about. So many different things. What you want to talk about?
What you doing this weekend? What you got plans? What you got going on, girl?
I'll be at work, but we do
good.
have the free laughs comedy show going on at the Quorum, put on by Christian Nunn this weekend.
Okay.
He was here a couple weeks ago, and I just want you guys to not forget. It's definitely again. We have another free community event.
Yeah.
It's free.
So let's support.
Let's support. And you can even get raffle tickets to win you something. So pay 10. Well, it's gonna be a little bit more at the door. So you better get the raffle. Yeah, I was gonna say it's $20 at the door for sure. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely. So that's going on this weekend.
I guess the one Eric May's gonna be at.
No, not that.
No, that one is
that
the
one's
one
a
at
little,
the end.
Yeah, that one's at the right. You talking about the roast?
The Eric May's roast.
Yeah,
That's
we're gonna have to get Miss Eiler on there. I'm talking about Skyler. Miss Eiler on there. That's who's creating it.
You
That's
know,
who
I don't know.
this
This all your.
Let's
These
see.
all
I know
your
you gotta
people.
catch up. I told you.
I,
You
you know,
gotta.
that's why I'm here. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why big sister right here.
You
See,
definitely
the
gotta
rest of
get
y'all call
Ira
me
on here
auntie,
to
but I'm
tell
big
our
sister
people
to this one right here.
so we can get the support in there.
Right.
The tickets go on sale. You have to follow her to see when those tickets go on sale for the Eric Mays one. But I hear that's gonna be a shock.
Well, I'm sure it is. And then I heard they what else happened with Eric Mays today? Ricky Smiley was trying to get in touch with him,
Mm-hmm.
and he did end up talking to Mays. Ended up talking to Ricky Smiley today. So he's gonna be getting with them, and they're gonna fly him out live in the studio. Girl,
Okay, that's what's up,
baby. I that's the day that I hope Black Tony come to work.
Oh my goodness.
Black Tony and Eric Mays up in that studio. The brat, she might be on maternity leave. I hope she is, because I really don't want Mays to ask her no questions.
Think you want to take us with him? We can be his.
Man, there's gonna be so many people trying to go on the Ricky Smiley show with Mays. He gonna be on stage. He gonna be up in there like the Dayton family used to be on stage at the Copa.
Exactly.
With about 15,000 people. But I'm happy for him. I'm happy. Hey, what's up, John? Thank you for tuning in. I'm happy for Maze, like, because people like they don't know he's really, first of all, thank you for doing that interview with me last week, co-hosting that with him. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
And because he had to have it, he called her the baby. He had to have the baby here. And that was fun, and people got to see a different side of him. Girl, they still talking about that amazing love. They still talking about amazing love. Hey, who is that? Jessica. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Gibbs. Demetrius Gibbs. Girl, what you mean? We are out of here. But yeah, he is very outspoken, and he doesn't care what people think as long as it gets the job done and gets it done right. Yeah, you're right, Jessica. That pretty much sums it up about Maze.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but back to what I was saying, he was really humble.
Yeah.
He was really humble, because I'm like, Maze, you like streaming on TikTok, and he's like, yeah. He didn't care nothing about streaming on TikTok. What's your name? No. He's like, let the people have fun. Yeah, let the children have fun. He didn't care about nothing. So I think that's the side that a lot of people need to know about him.
Oh yeah.
And then people are asking about, like, well, we see him acting a fool all the time. But what about the positive stuff? There's a lot of positive stuff he's done.
Oh yeah, but see, I don't think. Well, people think just because the way he comes off that he's acting a fool, but if you really listen to him, he's really speaking the truth every single time. He ain't told one lie.
Yeah, that's as we have found out.
Like I said, even when they do these little videos and everything, people are creating and doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Till they're doing it because they feel them.
Right. Absolutely.
They're not just doing it because it's just funny. Because seen a couple of them where I'm like, I didn't get the joke in it, but like obviously you had to feel it because this is what you did your TikTok to now, and they get a lot of. But maybe I just missed the joke. I just like, dang, that wasn't funny. But you got a lot of views off that. But I get it.
Which one?
I don't know. It's just voiceovers that they have. It's so many.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
but you know definitely. What? One that I was surprised it popped off because I'm new to that TikTok stuff. Mm-hmm. First TikTok I done was with me and JD. Oh, I was amazed, And so when I did that one that I put together, that collage of pictures with him announcing the show, that really did good. I was excited for my little 15,000 views, and my daughter showed me her TikTok where she don't get nothing under 1 million. So all she do is make anime characters. I'm like, can't you get money off of this?
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, I don't really want it. I was like, how to? But
she said she don't want it.
She really didn't want it. You gotta hook up a card or something to it. But I don't know about that. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you should look into that. She can say, get her little college fund or whatever she want to do.
I might look into that.
You might, for real. That is something. That's what.
Yeah, I might look into that.
You said a million?
Yeah. She get like 1,000,000, 2,000,000 views, like in the millions. So she didn't think my little 15,000 was nothing. She thought it was
said,
cute.
"Oh,
She was like, "Oh
cute."
no, that's cute." I was like, heifer. But girl, did you see the video I put out on Facebook last night to TikTok?
With Maurice Day.
No, child. We're gonna get to that in a minute. No, child, talk about the game. I'm talking about Papa. Papa trending on TikTok. Let me tag Mrs. Jared right now because she's so funny. I had to call her this morning and tell her Papa is trending.
My dad, Miss Tanya Burns, shout out to her for
What she
her
do?
glasses.
Girl,
Because my girl must have a whole closet of glasses.
They was taking on her and her glasses earlier.
My girl, I'm just trying. Are they prescription or what?
No, she got too many glasses. They probably, she get that place where you can get like 7 pairs for like $50. Then you get your own frames.
I don't know. Those look expensive.
I was talking about popping. You looking.
Okay, my bad. I just saw her glasses. They popped out at me.
This is AD show though. So
listen, Miss Burns' glasses is doing it.
She popped in the night. Okay, shouts out to Councilwoman Tanya Burns. You doing your thing, girl.
Definitely.
You doing your thing. And they calling people up to the podium. They got a new rule or something that Maze was talking about where people can't just walk up to the podium. I need to really look into
these rules.
But I'm sure we really don't have to because I think Maze is going to teach them to us in the next few months.
Yeah, oh yeah, well,
they gonna even know, and they gonna realize that they messed up, and he gonna be like, no, these was y'all rules. Y'all gonna keep them rules.
Yeah.
Oh my eye itch. So what else, AD? What else been going on?
You ain't showing me Papa.
Oh, girl, Papa was on there. They got Papa on here. I was actually at this meeting. It was pre-pandemic, and Papa was going off. It was this lady that was sitting next to me, and I went. It was me. This is when me and Griggs was cool. It was me and Griggs.
You was cool with Griggs?
Yeah, she was.
Huh?
How did that work?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, evidently it didn't work out too motherfucking good. I'm sitting right here today.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't work out. That didn't work out too good. That's when I was with Neely.
I mean, I understand that.
See, now we just go a whole different direction. I should just kept it on my place. I knew you was gonna have a bunch of questions.
Because I just want to know, like, how.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I know. You know what? I'm ready because I figured we was gonna have to have this conversation one day. So why not have it on national TV?
Yeah, because I want to chime in.
Oh, you know what? Listen.
Let me get mine out first.
Oh my goodness! This how y'all gonna do me today?
You know, I supported your mother from Jump Street, so I never, I never
okay.
really needed support.
Okay.
I want to clear that up. I was never a needy supporter.
Okay.
It's been
Okay.
from day one to now. So.
And you know what? I am not, will never ever be a flip flopper.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know your mother.
Okay.
I never blamed Mayor Neely for anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I was old enough to know better, I just didn't do better.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff that he told me, I just took it and ran with it because I really thought he was my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's how it was. But once I found out that everything that he said was basically a lie, and it had, and some of the, once you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie, tell another lie, tell another lie.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a lot of things from being around him. And my daddy was like, well, how come you didn't think that he was going to do that to you?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm his friend.
Yeah.
Why would he do something like that to me? But not forgetting these people was his friend too.
Right.
So that just wasn't the best place for me. And I'm glad that I sat down with your mother, and I'm glad that she accepted me.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some really deep, good conversations since then, and we have moved on.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Griggs. Griggs was different.
I wonder because
Griggs was different. The Griggs I knew
okay,
was a nice. Look at Mickey. I'm telling you, the Griggs that I knew.
this was all out of meetings, right?
No, seriously, like I've been to his house.
Okay, so listen.
Okay,
Despite how he was in meetings.
Oh, so you interviewing me today? This how this gonna go?
I guess so. I guess. Well,
Let me
you
just
brought it
let
on
me sit
yourself.
back. I knew this was gonna
Despite
happen.
in meetings on how he spoke or what he like supported, you thought he was nice.
Right.
Now you gotta remember how he spoke in meetings and what he supported. I was a Neely supporter, so he was going along with the agenda that I supported because I supported Neely at that time. So I didn't see anything that he was doing was wrong. And then every single meeting that they had, me,
Just tell on you. Don't tell them about it.
me and others had we had a group chat every single meeting. So I mean, I basically knew what he was gonna do. What I didn't have a problem with anything
Okay.
because I was for Neely and it was Neely's agenda. So
I understand.
okay, next question. Come on, baby. I know. He about to hit me with the banger.
Hold up, you
Okay.
being interviewed.
No. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you go ahead.
These are just my questions are just sparking as you speak.
Okay,
So
I'm ready.
I just wanted to know, like,
I'm
I
ready
mean,
for these.
because it's
Yes,
just like,
Jessica, I am in the hot seat today, baby. Usually I put everybody else in the hot seat, but let me tell you, I owns my shit. So whatever this baby want to know, I'm gonna tell her. So
oh
yes,
yeah,
I'm
no,
ready.
of course. But I just really wanted to know how where it was like, okay, when it was like, dang, this ain't helping the black agenda at all. Where it was like we had these black people that supported. Where do you stand when it would be people like Griggs that would vote a certain way, and you just be like, dang, that ain't helping us at all. You know what I'm saying? Or is that not clear? I don't know.
Yes, I do know what you're saying.
But I mean, I guess that what you said answered that, because if who you're supporting says this is how we're gonna go.
I didn't see what he was doing wrong because he was supporting what I supported at that time.
Right, and that's what right.
And that's basically it. And when I say I'm not a flip flopper, I clear that up because people say, "Oh, well, Winters, you went from the Neely camp to the Weaver camp." Absolutely, I did because I feel like if you are supporting a politician and they don't do what you expect for them or up to your standings, or if they lie, why should you? You know, if that was the case, go get Walling and y'all go take him back down to City Hall tomorrow and put him in there because a lot of people that's out here now that calls me a flip flopper, they voted for Walling. You know, when they was married to their last husband or their last wife. I'm just saying because when you get tired of your wife or your husband, you leave, you go somewhere else, you divorce them.
Exactly.
But you're supposed to stay with a politician until you die.
Yeah.
Child, please get out of here. Go ahead, Mickey. Come on, shoot me.
No, this is a better one.
No, I'm ready. I'll take all the tough questions tonight. This is your only chance.
This one gonna be this is really for. I'm talking to my black family on this one. Was it wrong to see two sisters work it out, black sisters work it out when we see TV shows with black women dragging each other down? That was so worse to see you and her fix that? And if she can forgive, I'm saying, was that? I'm just trying to figure out where our own people, we get caught up in. We can't see our own makeup, but we can go see any other nationality. If they make up, they'd be like that. Well, you see blacks crying, but when it come to us,
that's a very, very good topic. And that's something that I would love to talk about because the day I apologized to her, she had expressed the family wasn't for that. Okay, you her daughter, and you called. Actually, she told me you was concerned.
Mhm.
You didn't want her to go by herself to come and meet me. And that made me feel some type of way because I'm not this bad person, you
Mhm.
know. And I told her when she was sitting across from me, we met at a coffee shop, I said, call Adrian, let her know that you okay.
Mhm.
And that's when she FaceTimed you. And, you know, it put a smile on your face like, I think it was like a, oh, I don't have to go whoop this girl ass. My mama's okay. You know, that's what I got. And we walked out of that shop
Mhm.
and I had a doctor's appointment. I'll never forget it. And she went her way, I went my way, and it was like, nice meeting you. I'm glad we got to, you know,
Mhm.
on this out. And I was gone. I decided that I was not going to get involved in the election. You know, I didn't want to make it seem like, you know, I didn't want to make it about that. I didn't want my apology to be turned into something
Right.
like ungenuine.
Mhm.
And so I couldn't sleep well that night. And I woke up that next morning and it was like in my head, my spiritual consciousness that I do fast, Mickey, and if you choke, I'm going to hurt you. The she devil does have a spiritual conscience. Okay. So my
Go ahead. I was holding that.
so my spiritual conscience had told me that what you did it behind closed doors. That's like you still hiding.
Mhm.
Like you don't. And in my world, you can't be my friend in public. I mean, in private, and not only in public. So I felt compelled that I need to say something. I couldn't. I didn't give a damn about it being election year.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that at that moment. And I remember your mom saying she didn't even know. You know, it was like we was never gonna see each other again.
Right.
And I remember her telling me that I'll get to that, Dante. And so and boy, explain what you're talking about, Dante. Like apologize to who? Just give me some details and then we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. But I remember your mom telling me that your aunt had called her and said, Karen, you been on Facebook? You need to see what Winters wrote. And I got so much support from the community. But then the people who I thought that were my friends from the Neely camp, like they went back to high school on me, if that makes sense. Like you're not supposed to like her because we don't like her. And all of the good church people gave me hell. But sometimes I feel like God pushes you away from certain tables that you don't belong at so you can pull up at other tables that you do belong at.
I feel it. I feel it.
You feel that?
Oh, one we went and created.
One we went and created. You know, so it was a blessing in itself.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to get through it, you know, and some people still can't understand why or how she could forgive me. It's not meant for them to understand.
Right.
It's not, that's not how God operates. It's a bigger power than you or I or Mickey. It's a bigger force than me or Mayor. They not supposed to understand. As long as it's okay in her heart, I don't give a damn what the world say.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. So, I mean, that's it. So yeah, yep. Mayor said we had a very good conversation up close and personal. Dante says, "Can I apologize and be the bigger person with someone not as recognized as Mrs. Weaver?" Absolutely. And I've done it plenty of times. Dante, I own my stuff. One thing, if you know me, if you really know me, and not just know me from Facebook or from 3 or 4 posts or what somebody else tells you about me, and you can ask Mickey or Adrian, Mayor, anybody that knows me, not knows of me, but knows me, that's around me on a daily basis. I own my shit. They can't. They tell you I own everything I do. I don't need to hide behind. And I know I don't need no fake page. I don't. I had one fake page. and I've said this thousands of times, and I had that fake page for about 2 hours, and an old acquaintance of mine came right on there and was like, I know this is you. I was like, well, evidently I'm no good at this. So I just gave it up, and
evidently I'm no good at
I'm
this.
no good at it because I'd be forgetting to be like, what's up? They're like, Princess, really? So I just gave it up, and then I had a gaming page, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So what else we got in here? He said, just ask and treat the janitor like I would the manager. Well, baby, let me tell you, I'm the director. Okay. I contrary to popular belief, I'm over my own department. I am the top director. I have managers, everybody under me. I treat black, white, green, yellow, everybody the same. Matter of fact, I treat the janitors better than I do the manager because those the people that's doing the work. Okay? Those the only time I look down on somebody is to help pull them up in my position. Ask somebody about me because it may be some of your family members. I have gotten plenty of people jobs from where I work and created plenty of opportunities for people. So I do my part in the community. I'm not just all talk. Next.
Next question, please. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But no, that I did want to know, just because it's like you see things from a different angle now. Mm-hmm. So, like, when it comes to people, like, at one point, weren't you and Eva cool? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, do you, with like how she is now? Mm-hmm. Do you think she changed over time, or do you see like, dang, you've been like this entire time?
What I can say is that Eva is a team player, but she's not strong enough to run point. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she's on a team, but she's never going to be able to run point because she doesn't have the mind to get the ball down the court. Mm-hmm. So she's going to have to follow behind that point and wait for them to throw her the ball. So I knew that she was told that she couldn't talk to me. That's 100% factual. Mm-hmm. I actually gave her a chance to even tell me. I'm like, look, I knew Sheldon told you can't talk to me no more. Mm-hmm. Because the excuse that you're giving me doesn't make any damn mm-hmm. sense. Her excuse was, I can't talk to you because you apologized to Karen Weaver and she called me a racist. I said, Eva, I called you a racist. Mm-hmm. Everybody in Flinton called your ass a racist, so that was like, so even if your mom did call you a racist, mm-hmm. What the fuck they got to do with me? Yeah. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, I know you was down there. You was just down there yesterday. He told you that you couldn't talk to me. I get it. Let's just end on that. He didn't tell me that. She never said she wasn't down there. You see what I'm saying? She never said she wasn't down there. Right. She just said that he didn't tell her that, and then that was the last conversation we basically had. So I'm good. I'm good with that. Dante, do you have more, darling? Do you have more? Anything else you want to know? I'm here. Let's put it on the floor tonight. Mickey. I remember when I went up to the Oak Business Center. I know where it's at. And I went up there and I thought, I didn't like Mickey. Mm-hmm. I did not like Mickey at all. I couldn't stand it. Mm-hmm. And Nikki on here watching and see what's so funny. Nikki's wife. Yes, I'm speaking it into existence. His wife, they've been together so many years that they can't move without each other. Me and her have known each other for 30 years? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that was that Mickey, And if I would have known that was that Mickey that was with my girl Nicole that I've known for 30 years, I still wouldn't have liked him. But no, I couldn't stand Mickey at first. We get into it all the time on Facebook. So when I went down there to to the old business center, and me and my husband's aunt went down there for an interview, and we were supporting some people that Mr. Mickey didn't like,
Mhm.
and he went in on my ass right there, and I still didn't like it. And I don't even know. I don't even know how we became cool.
Me neither.
I have no clue. And we still argue so much until Mayor is like, "Are y'all sure y'all not related?"
Yeah.
I mean, we argue all the time. It's weird, but what else y'all got? Well, you know what? Hell, how did you feel? Like, what did you think when your mom came to you and said, "Winters wants to meet with me"?
um
And I know Alana was probably f that. I already, but see, I knew Lana.
yeah.
I knew Lana from Tyler from way back in the day. So I still think about the little baby. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it was just messed up because I knew Lana.
Mhm.
But
Well, when it came to anybody, I was like,
that's your mama.
yeah.
Right.
So I mean, it was no in between, and I mean, it still took me a while, even after she was like, "Now, Adrian, we're
Right.
gonna take these people in, and we're gonna be like, we're forgetting the past." And I said, "Mom, I am not God." Okay.
Right.
That is not me. That is you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So at first, I was still on edge a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, certain things you still never really get comfortable
Mhm.
with, because you're like, okay, well, this is this, but I mean, yes, but I don't know. It's like there's certain people where you're just still like, I really should watch you. You
Right.
came around, you did like, everything like, but you should, you know what I'm saying? But then there's other people where it was like, you know what? Okay,
Right.
it's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I get it. I understand. But it's, to me, it's so crazy. It's just crazy to me when you see people like, I mean, when people find out the truth about things. So when it's like you were supporting the other one,
Mhm.
and then you came over here and you like, it was like shining light to all these little dim things where you like, well, I know a little bit about this, but what about this? You know what I'm saying? Because it was crazy, because it was like when arguing with people, it seemed like everybody would say the same thing.
Mhm.
So I'm like, man, I can literally, or I mean, there were certain people I just knew I could say something. I knew you was gonna come to my page and say
Right,
something.
right.
I was like, oh, I was waiting
Right,
on you.
waiting.
Like, I did this. I
Like
said
you said.
this just for you.
Right.
Like, but it was like, it was just weird, because it was like everybody was saying the same things, and it was just like from different people. It was just like, damn, all y'all are saying this. All y'all are doing this or feel like this. Like, okay, but like when things were lies, the arguments were easy, because it was just like, you like, yeah, I know you don't know you know what I'm saying. It would be like, okay, we can argue all day about this because I know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Especially when people would be like, I mean, oh well, this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, you heard this from woo woo woo. You got your source from boom boom boom, and I bet they said this and this, and it would just be like, okay, now I'm just running circles around these arguments, and it's like, even when to see people like, damn, this did happen like this, and this did happen, and you just like, now you see what I was talking. But then there's still people out there who are just like, won't admit.
Yeah.
They won't admit. They're just like, they have just fallen off the face of the political earth. Okay, like they were so for this one, but now they're just silent. And I just look at them and I just be like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, to me, it's just all about like taking accountability when you're wrong, or for your actions when you speak on things. And like, I mean, shoot, you could have believed anything that you wanted to, but when things were proven, it was like, I just felt like, especially like when it came to the money situation, when things were just proven, like with court and everything like that, it was like people didn't admit, like, damn, I was wrong. And that was my only thing, where it was like, oh, or I said this, and I was wrong about this. So all these lies that were spread by these like, you know, groups of people, it's like, I mean, you still hear it in the street and you just like, damn, y'all really believe that, despite her still being walking on this, like walking around free, y'all really think that she did this or she's doing this and doing that? And I just be like, damn, that's crazy that, like, literally from a group of people, from one person telling a group of people, you know, certain things, it's just spread like wildfires. And it's just like,
I can't give him that much power
mm-hmm.
because
Well,
we
no,
all
of
should
course,
have knew better.
yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we should have knew better. And me stepping away from him for like 10 years and coming back, he was a different person than what he was when he went to Lansing talking about Neely, but I still should have had sense enough to I still should have had, you know, sense enough to just go and see things for myself, because I mean the stuff that I see now, it could be farthest from the truth. Like
Mm-hmm.
like no.
Right.
No. You know, and it took me a long time to for me to like accept that she really genuinely accepted me,
Mm-hmm.
because she would call me and I would just sit and hold the phone and stuff, and she would be like, "Oh, why you not saying anything?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you want?" And she said, "What do you mean? What do I want?" I said, "Well, usually when a mayor calls me, they want me to do something."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "I just want to see how you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just told me up, you know."
Yeah.
Your mama A1, she 100. She is, I'm telling you.
So somebody in the comments said, where do you see Flint in 3 years from now?
She said that's just what you said. You ain't gonna make me cry tonight.
I'm gonna cut it off.
She's not gonna make me cry tonight. Because you know, it takes a big person for what I put her and y'all through. You know, every day you got to, she's a good lady. That's all I can say. Okay, I'm good. Okay.
Let's change it up a little bit.
Okay, let's
so
change it
listen,
up. So
somebody
3 years.
said, in 3 years, where do you see Flint? I'll give you my input after you.
Okay, so 3 years, I see Flint. After we just talked about the Lord, I see Flint fucked up. Flint is totally going to hell in a handbasket right now. I can't help it. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know how I am. I go from crying to laughing. They used to call me the emotional gangster. But yes, you know, and I get you, Dante, unity. And somebody asked me the other day, I think it was Jasmine, can we all just get along? I said, no. No, this is politics. Nobody's ever gonna get along. And in 3 years, I don't see Flint schools improving. In 3 years, if we won't have that mayor that's downtown. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't. Nothing bad is gonna happen to him. Like I don't want to ever say that on here. Nothing physically bad is gonna happen to him, but I don't. I think he's gonna be recalled, or either he's gonna be in jail. I seriously do.
Okay,
he just got too much going on.
All right, so were you talking about? All right, so
what you see it at in 3 years?
Well, see, I was gonna ask her in a different aspect. So, like,
well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like job, like, do you see job? What do you see development wise?
You know,
I don't know if that's what they were asking.
They can't get enough people to work at Lear. You know, we beg for jobs. We sit on Facebook every day and we complain about we need more jobs. We need more jobs. When Lear was begging people to come and work.
Yeah.
You know, begging people. And then the people wouldn't work. 30, 40 people getting fired each week from Lear.
How hard is it?
I don't know. They're making like seats. And I don't know. I've never worked in a plant, so I can't tell you how much physical labor it is. I I don't do that physically. And Kevin Tate, the state taking over, yes. And
I don't
nearly
see that
going to
in-
prison. That's what I said.
You see that in
Yeah,
3
fine,
years,
tell
though?
him, yeah. Hell yeah, I see that in 3 years. Look, you see, you got it. The leaders are not leaders. 100, Dante.
So,
And
I see that, but so this is the thing.
Yeah.
You know what? You are absolutely right. The state is going to take over. I don't know where I was going, but yes, the state will take over. But like the thing is, where people are going to be blinded by everything is because when the state comes in, like the hood, for instance, is going to start being taken over. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, you see it on Flushing Road, Ballinger, all over there, like where they're cleaning it up. You see, I mean, I never saw, they say the never saw an old white person over there growing up. You know what I'm saying? When I'm over there, that was not what you saw over there. Everybody, that was a black neighborhood.
2 white people going Club Sunoco this morning for coffee.
No, this was a few years ago. They were riding their bikes there. Listen, back in the day, you talking about Club Sunoco. I'm talking about the marathon on Welch and DuPont.
I know, I don't go there though.
Listen, they do. But this is my thing, where
they do now.
Mm-hmm, but it's so many people. They're over there now. And that's why I say, like, depending on Flint, the city, the area that we call Flint right now, we'll call it the Flint County in a few years. Flint County, that or township or whatever you want to call it, because the state definitely is going to take over. But like where they say,
but I don't think it's going to be a takeover like emergency manager takeover.
Oh no! I think that we will no longer have a mayor and things of that nature. It'll be like, what is it like? What? This Bloomfield Hills doesn't have like a.
You know, this is what I see when I say a state takeover. I'm feeling like they're gonna take over through somebody else. Now, this is what I'm saying.
I think. Well, this is what I was saying. That I think there's going to be a lot of things that come to Flint, so it's going to look good these next couple for them.
Oh, we're going to have a dog park where Club Quorum is.
Yeah, but no, listen, I think things like that are going to start coming, right? Just like what they're doing with Burston, just like what they're doing with all these different places that like they never cared about before. Right. So it's going to start, like I said, making whites, whites, blacks, greens, orange, everybody move.
So you're talking about gentrification.
Gentrification. It's definitely going to be that all through the city. It's going to definitely turn out like, just how Detroit is doing.
Right.
Noise. Exactly. Oh. But this is what I'm saying. Like, it's literally going to turn into how Detroit is. But
you've been to Shinola down there in Midtown, in Detroit. Girl, you see them dog parks and the people.
And that's what I'm saying. It's going to turn into something like that. But the thing is, right now, while it's still a city, they have these people like Uptown who's buying stuff up. It's not going to be the problem is going to be black people aren't going to own anything.
No.
That's where I'm getting at. Black people aren't going to own anything. So it's like right now, that's why Uptown and between Uptown, who else is it that buys up everything downtown?
Basically,
but that's in Kettering. Yeah. They're gonna take over everything around here. Mm-hmm. Hell, you can't park. MSU takes over the Flint Farmers Market. They got half the parking lot.
Yes,
you can't even park when you go to the market.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be the Flint Farmers Market, not MSU.
Well, and when I was riding into work this morning, I get off 475. You get off at Robert T. Longway,
right?
And I was thinking to myself, as I was coming down Robert T. Longway, and I'm passing, I'm coming around by the old farmers market, like it's just sitting there, and then you see the weed store, post office, you got River Village, Rallies, Center of Hope, the homeless people out there. And then
the little spray car wash.
Car wash, you got, what's that, Fifth Avenue, turn where Fifth Avenue and MLK. Yeah. That intersection needs to just be dug up and threw out the window. And I'm saying they're not fixing this street for a reason.
Right, but
that's not going to be the hub.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, once they do, what they're waiting on everything to fall apart.
Yeah.
Because if you see these people are fixing up these little spots, and you're like, dang, what they gonna put here? Then all of a sudden it's a nice ass building. Like, dang, hell, look what they did to what's the store? It used to be Liquor Will. That was closed by what's that one little club? Palm Tree.
Yeah.
Have you been in the inside of there?
No.
I said, oh my God, I feel safe.
They redid it. That's what sparked me.
I said, whoa, this
Westwood.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, why they?
There wasn't nobody sitting in the corner over there. I was like, okay, this is.
I got some good questions in the comments.
Read them to us.
Okay,
That's what you're here for.
It's a food court. Let me tell you, the food court is empty. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go with brother Eddie D. This about Lear.
Mm-hmm.
It says Lear is not a good company as it seems, not bad either, but the management is unorganized and it throws everything off. It's not like a person can just walk there, put you through the hoops. It says it's not like a person can just work there. They put you through hoops to stress the workers and they walk away. Could that be a problem? Allegedly, this is.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I mean, because if I always say management, like, you know what I'm saying, they're the flow of everything. So if you have if it's bad at the top, you can't expect anything below it to be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So if it starts at the top.
Yes.
You can't have bad management and expect good work.
Absolutely.
And that's the main thing. But this is another thing, because where I think there's a problem, because I've seen this like younger generation. See, when I was in high school, we had to do things where we did mock this, a mock interview, a mock, right. You know what I'm saying? So where we learned, there were days we had to dress, we had professional, you know what I'm saying? Where we had to dress professional. When we went for our interviews, we had to dress a certain way. It was not, and you were graded on how you were dressed.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you had girls in there who came in, they were dressed, but maybe their split was too low. And we had a female teacher, and she told you, like, and she was a black teacher, you know, and I think that helped us in the city of Flint, having a black teacher come to you and like, let me tell you something. You're pretty, you look good, but button that up. 2 more buttons, because you got it down to here, you just need to have it right here. You know what I'm saying? And it would be things like that where she taught us things like that. You had girls who think, okay, I'm gonna wear heels, but they got the highest heel. You don't wear that to an interview. Right, where it's a shorter heel. You don't have to wear the club heel to an interview. But you have girls nowadays who come to an interview, no bra on. Come to work, no bra. I think that's okay. Come with their hair isn't done. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just woke up, and then I mean, I've had girls tell, like, what happened? You didn't remember you were coming to work? I woke up late. Well, you should have been 2 minutes later, because you should have threw some water on it.
I have had employees come to work with head rags on.
But I mean, things like that, and it's just like, I mean, guys coming in, you know, you smell like weed, jeans hanging off your butt, like,
girl, they be smelling like Coney Connection.
I mean, anything, but I mean, it's just it's like nowadays you don't have that, and they taking that out of school. So like at that young age when we learn these different things, like, they're not learning that. So when they come into a job, they think, oh, I can show up when I want to. I can wear what I want to. I can have an attitude, and I don't have to do this or I don't have to do that. But it's just like no one has taught them. So when they get to these jobs, it's like, oh, they give you any excuse to go to work. Like, I mean, there are some people, these younger people, they don't care about calling in. And it's just like, I completely understand when people need mental breaks. They need this. I'm so for that. But it's like, you called off work because Tommy from around the corner is going through something, so you got to be there for him. Like, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's just set with you when you have to follow the rules as a manager.
Yeah.
And well, as a director, and then they upset because you telling them like you gotta come to work, and they get mad like, why? You know, but
I got one more when y'all
Okay.
finish that up.
Okay.
But I think, like I said, it starts at the top. So if you have managers that are messed up, then it trickles down to the employees. But like I said, it's far and in between where you can find somebody who actually wants to work, who cares about their job, who comes in there and looks like they care about, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I've had people where you just like, you look like you literally just left the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you look like, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't do anything to yourself. Or it's just, sir, you still got the crust around your eyes. Like,
Right,
did you not take a
absolutely.
rag and wipe your face this morning?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
Philip
it's just,
said, they wear too much perfume and cologne. But the reason why they do that is because they done smoked the blunt on the way to work, and they douse themselves in Febreze. Like, just let me smell the weed.
yeah.
Well,
I
I got a rumor one
Yeah,
for y'all.
yeah.
Before we get out. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
You sure?
We're ready.
I'm gonna let y'all debate this one out.
Okay.
This coming from Karen Malone.
Okay.
Rumor.
Hey, Karen.
On the east side street is higher ups is pushing everybody out of Flint. They're not going to be a Flint anymore. Ghost town, nothing but land that nobody is going to want.
I beg to differ.
Said.
They're pushing people out.
What they do, I learned this in business class. What they're doing is coming to you, telling you your house is worth probably, they'll give you a number. Your house is worth $3,000, but I'm gonna give you 15.
And your house worth 60.
And really your house is worth 60. Knowing that $15,000 sounds good. If I came to you cash money, there goes that. You give me these keys. Yep. You can go buy you another house somewhere, because they might even show you. They'll get you good by, these houses right here. This and what. You go look at them houses and they triple the price that they just told you. There's no way you can go somewhere and buy a $15,000 house. Yeah. So that's how they get you. I mean, hell, not even $15,000. I tell you, they'll give you $50,000 for it.
They might.
You know what I'm saying?
But
the thing is, what I learned, this guy told me, when you own a house, if you know somebody white and you know somebody Indian, have them get the house appraised for you. You get it appraised and let each one of them get it appraised and see what they get.
Oh yeah, you get different.
No matter where you are.
That's true.
So, I mean, that's what they're doing. They're robbing you blind is what they're doing, and they're making you a renter. Well, and what they do is take over. Right. And that's what they're doing now. That's why we have all these people traveling to the north side. You know what I'm saying? They're those houses all around Ballinger. You have those people taking over the school. You just taking over everything over there. Like, they're going to push you out, and what it's going to be is more police over there. Once they're going to start sending more police over there, just like they do the state. And what that's going to do is make people like, I ain't coming over here. I'm leaving from over here, because every time I pull in my driveway, y'all pull up on me too. Like, why y'all harassing me? Y'all gonna make me leave. But what it's doing is pushing you away. It's pushing you out.
Right.
You know?
And it is.
Yeah.
But
so they can come in. It's not gonna be nobody here. Believe me. It's so they can come in and raise the look like us. Yeah, they're gonna raise the price of everything.
What I want to touch on that. Now, it's two things that I disagree with. The land is worth gold. That's why they want us gone. Maurice Davis, if you follow me, you heard me say this 1,000 times. The first time they bought us out, when they did 475. This time they're gonna tax you out. Yeah, they're gonna make and they're doing that, and we can see it now. Not necessarily just your property tax.
I mean, they started off by taking all the grocery stores away from you.
Right, and
so where are we supposed to eat?
Exactly.
How are we supposed to get food?
Exactly.
So the thing is, we don't have any stores around here. Like, we don't have any stores around here. So then what do they make us do? They make us travel to these places where all these.
And then look how much gas is.
Exactly. And we
Okay,
can't
and then
afford
look how
to
much groceries
groceries
are.
are. So we can't afford. So by the time we get out
And
there,
our
we can't
ARPA
afford.
money, they haven't helped us with
exactly.
that.
So
So
it's just
they waived that $15,000.
yeah. It looks good to you. Like I could use that.
Yes.
Give it to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go get an apartment.
What? Oh, I was out the camera. I'm sorry, I just got so excited because.
But
what we got now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this come from.
Oh, what Dante said.
But no, that's exactly what we're saying is they're making things so high that we can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're saying that they're pushing. What's that?
I got one more question.
Oh, go ahead. I was just agreeing with Dante. It's like that's what we're saying. They're making things high so we can't afford it.
Yeah, they
even if living in the hood, you can't afford it.
Yeah, because Nicole says I beg the difference. It's going to be nice, but not for the folks that live in Flint now. The houses downtown and new builds are 150K.
Mm-hmm.
The powers to be are destroying the land to make it so that we don't want to be here, but they're building Flint up. Pasadena, Clio Road will have new construction from apartments to condos.
Yeah, they don't want you to have a legacy for your family and generations to come. You know, like Big Mama had the house, she passed it down to the mama, and then all the grandkids had it. You always had a place to stay. You ever get put out, everybody knew they'd go to Big Mama house.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that anymore. But because Big Mama house is now an apartment, but the people that own it, they're the ones that have the generational wealth to pass down because they're getting paid, not us. They're turning us, and not just, I can't just say black people because you got white people out there struggling just like us.
Yeah.
You got poor Hispanic people. You got poor people every damn where. You can't go anywhere. It's going to be somebody poor. And so when they set that new median level, income level for these apartments in Flint with all of these rich people that they're going to have coming in, I mean, hell, of course, we're not going to be able to afford none of that stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
No, Karen said no new developing.
Then they gonna send you jobs. Yeah, they talk about all of them jobs they was gonna bring to Buick City's site. They got to get that land cleared by the EPA to take them years to do that. That was just
but like I said, it's
promise.
You also have a problem with these from the pandemic. It's so hard to like going back to filling spots.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get people that look like kids young people that look like us to work. I'm gonna just say it like that.
What did they give them during the pandemic? You can't find no damn workers
But that's what I'm saying. You had some people that just turned 16, 17, 18 getting a whole bunch of money that they've never seen. So when it came that easy, they just adjusted to that. So why would I get a job when I can sit on my ass and get money?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think the pandemic did mess a lot of things up, but you know what? That's why I think it's so important that we preach to these young black kids in the city of Flint. Not just in the city of Flint, these young black kids that I don't care what you saw during the pandemic. You actually do have to get out here and work. Like those little hustle jobs don't last forever.
Right.
You got to get something. You know what I'm saying? I hope
that the children, the young people, they tune into us. People
definitely
don't watch TV. They don't watch news. That's why we on here. We doing this. We're doing this for a reason. We're doing it trying to help the community, and that's what we're trying to reach people. Like when you go to Aldrich Place, when you go to the Regencies, you don't have to live like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how you have to live for the rest of your life. I still never forget Aldrich Place. They don't have screen windows. They got metal screens.
Yeah.
You don't have to live like that. And they got people over there thinking this is it.
Yeah.
That's not it, baby. It's a whole lot more to life.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you go to the school systems and then our schools are failing our children.
No, it is. It's just everywhere around us that it just doesn't give us hope. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a major problem with. And
then I seen where Dante said we need philanthropists
and buy food. No, that's exactly what I was gonna say. But I was talking about to Jamaica. It's discouraging when you have a job and you think you're doing something, and then you get all your bills, and you're like, damn, I need to go work a third shift job.
Yeah.
And I literally have to I have to work during the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't make ends meet because I need this first job to pay the rent and buy the groceries.
Right.
I need my second job to get to my first and my second job because I need some gas money.
Absolutely.
And I got to take care of whatever the kids want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I have to save
Many
just for a rainy day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's this.
Dante, you Dante, you doing okay tonight? No, you said we acting like minimum wages increased. Now we know that's a lie. We know ain't nothing increased, and people are underpaid and poverty stricken. But this is where I disagree with you at. You said we need philanthropists and entrepreneurs. Philanthropists is what's got us in this predicament in the first place. That's when you talk about philanthropy, you're talking about the foundations. You're talking about my foundation, community foundation. I mean, those are the ones that are helping us now. Uptown. Well, it's not a foundation, but I mean, damn, they partner with the foundations. I mean, so we're not getting any help for those people now. And the entrepreneurs, you damn near got to get out and kiss the ring to get a business off the ground.
I was just gonna say, and it's not like, because baby, entrepreneur, but it's not like you can be an entrepreneur and just think that you can survive off of that. You literally have to be able to make your bills 3 times to be an entrepreneur and call yourself an entrepreneur. And that's just not a successful entrepreneur. You just holding it together,
right?
Because you really don't make anything. You're not making enough to put back into your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So really, to be I was just gonna say, to be an entrepreneur, you really have to have a job. Your entrepreneur until your business can support you, the business, and shoot. I just feel like you need to be able to do that twice for you to be able to say this business is successful.
Right.
And to be able to say if something if you know what I'm saying, because you don't have any support when you're an entrepreneur, it's all you.
Yeah.
So if something fails, it falls back on you. It's not like if you're working for a company and this machine went down. If you still show up to work, you still get paid.
Right. Absolutely.
It's guaranteed that you're getting paid. If I'm an entrepreneur and I'm up here selling things and nobody's buying my stuff this month, I'm not getting paid.
Absolutely.
Don't get sick.
Exactly.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can start your own organization, a nonprofit, and I would never start my own organization.
But the thing is, even when you start your own organization, you have to get money to be able to pay yourself. You can't start an organization and think that, because I have this organization, people are going to do this and I'm just going to start getting money in. No, you have to be able to write grants. You have to have people that are going to be able to donate to you so you can do what you're supposed to do with your organization and then find extra money to be able to pay yourself. And
the reason why I won't do it and go out there is if you get in that mindset, you would continue to work for somebody else. No, you won't.
No, but you have to be able to.
When you got a nonprofit and you got to go out there and you want them big grants, who the first person they're gonna go to? My foundation.
Exactly. You have to know how to write grants. It's like
you will see
it's a competition.
Flip flop.
It's like these
change that whole thing.
Right. It's a small mom and pop shop versus like a Walmart.
Right.
You have to have your own clientele. You have to. It's like VG's versus Walmart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, VG's what set VG's apart was it was smaller. They made sure they had fresh produce. They had fresh, fruits, vegetables, produce and meats and things like that. Then they used to bag your stuff up for you and walk it to your car and load it in your car. Mm-hmm. Tell me that you don't get that at Kroger. You don't get that at Walmart. They say, all right, have a nice day. You get it to your car, how you get it. Right. If you were an old person, you knew you had seniors that went to VG's and places like that. Why? Because they're walking them to your car. And really makes you feel safe as well. So you felt safer going to these places because it's somebody who's on the clock. This is their job to make sure I get to my car and make sure all my stuff gets to my car.
The workers didn't feel safe walking us to our car.
Right.
Because you look where VG's is still at now.
Right.
The point I was making, I wanted to say was, before we got to get out of here.
Okay, yeah, we do got to get out of here. We had a good conversation tonight.
The only point I was going to make, and I'm looking at what Dante putting in there. If we as a black people, like they talked about the dollar circulating in our neighborhood, and our communities, yeah, we could have money,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't even agree right now.
Exactly,
No.
and that's
So-
our problem. We're
So
like
when you
crabs in a
start-
bucket,
yeah,
just
and
pulling
then
each other.
If you going at the powers that be, and you got to go to them get some money, let's cut the game.
And that's true too, because it's like, this is the thing, where unless we just all commit to that, where it wouldn't work, is because if we do it where we keep our black dollars in the black community, right? Now, if we keep a majority, and that's even better. But if we keep them all in, somebody's gonna beat us out, because we have to. If we have a black grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Prices are gonna be just a little higher.
We do got a black grocery store.
But no, this is what I'm saying. But the prices are gonna be a little higher. But the problem is going to be those prices are higher. So why I won't just go to Walmart?
Right, that's what's gonna happen.
So but that's the problem. We don't support, just because we had to add taxes to it. Because I mean, you see people talk about, like, people who have these clothing lines around here. They say, why would I go buy a shirt that you bought for this and that? Boop, boop, boop. And it's like, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's what is keeping our money in the black community. We're trying to help each other. So if
but sometimes I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and say everybody's quality, because I'm you gotta have this. I want my clothes to be like this. So I'm not a big this and that. I can admit that, because I mean, unless you come to me with, you got some good quality stuff, then you'll find me there all the time. But like, if you know what I'm saying, if I'm washing my stuff and it's just shriveling on up, I mean, I'm gonna go to H&M.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go to H&M, spend my little $12 on a shirt, you know, and give me something I can get maybe 5 or 6 washes out of. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then I'll go to sleep comfortably, because it's a really nice soft t-shirt.
Dante say a lot of us don't know how to invest. You're absolutely right. And then
But that's a problem, because they're not teaching that in schools.
Like, they're not teaching anything.
But the thing is,
I mean, not just
in Flint schools. Where it's black communities. They're not teaching it in the black community.
That's Flint schools.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's not just Flint schools. It's all schools in the black with majority black kids. They're not teaching that. Yes, of course. But I never forget when I went. I mean, this was just at mine. This lady, I was at mine, and I was having problems in psychology, and I went to her. I said,
how the hell you having problems in psychology and your mama's a doctor of psychology?
Because we don't talk about psychology.
So,
we ain't never had a. So, Mom,
did you see that?
What is this?
Did you see that?
Let me tell you.
Did you see? Look here, that just came right on out.
Mom ain't never. Adrian, these are signs of this. You need to be aware. If you see a child acting out, you can die. No, she didn't do that. She was like,
that just came right on out.
No, that was not her. Okay, we didn't. So I went to her, I said, and that was the reason I tried to go that way, trying to follow Karen. I said, so let me just try to get these,
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me take a halftime here. Let me give a shout out to my husband, y'all. My husband FaceTiming me on his break. I love my husband.
Oh,
my husband, Mr. Hall. Look, look at him laughing. I'm going to call you when I get off the show, okay? You live and I'm on the air. Okay, bye-bye.
But shoot, I done lost my train of thought.
I had to ask the phone for the Mr. now.
There you go.
I lost my train of thought.
I know.
Listen, but I didn't lose my train of thought. I did want to jump back in and say something what Dante was talking about, them nonprofits. Dante, you know what got me so mad about them nonprofits, and I can do it in 2 minutes. I'm so mad about them nonprofits because that's who all our money is going to, the ARPA dollars. The ARPA dollars that the people need in Flint. What you were saying and what Dante is saying, use like administration fees, the top. If they giving all of the ARPA money to the nonprofits, it's not going to reach the people. If they give one organization $25,000, I guarantee you $15,000 is going to go to administration fees, and the rest, the $10,000, is going to go to the people. And that's going to help maybe 2 or 3 people, one person if they need a damn roof. This ARPA funds and the way they dishing it out to the nonprofits is a damn joke. And it's an insult and a slap in the face to the city of Flint residents.
And that is that. it was a great conversation.
I enjoyed this tonight.
Dinner club tonight.
Yeah, we had a nice little dinner, and I enjoyed that. And tomorrow, I do believe that we're gonna be up. We're gonna be at it. We're gonna be trying to get down there and give y'all some of that Mays courthouse in the morning. We'll be downtown in the morning. 810 News Media Group going live from the court building if we can. But if all else fails, check me out tomorrow, 6:00 Winter Talk Show. I'll be holding it down by myself. We got some stuff to put on the table tomorrow. We got some stuff. We're gonna do the stanky leg tomorrow.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.